All right, guys, somebody shared a link with me or sent a link to me, and it's ABC News coverage of the two Thao interview referenced George Floyd's investigation or death. And thank you to ABC News. I put the link to their whole news story in the description box below. But if you watch it, I'm going to play the clip right after this. You'll get to see the clip that I put together. From that, you'll hear two Thao kind of, he seems confused because he says, I should have been more observant. He was shocked at, George Floyd dying. But then he says at the end of this video clip you're going to see, when they said, did you check on him? Did you do that? And he says, it's not my job. What? It wasn't his job to check on a dying man. He does say that he saw Chauvin's knee and where it was. He says he never saw a move like that before. They said, have you seen a technique similar to that? No. So he's never seen any other cops do that. But the thing that gets me is when he says, it's not my job. His job was to control the crowd, not to worry about the dying man behind him. Also, you'll see where they have a lady in a black shirt that's identifies herself as an off-duty firefighter, telling them you need to check his pulse, you need to do compressions. And they basically push her back and tell her stay back instead of I think, knowing that she's an off-duty firefighter, she'd identified herself as an emergency person. They would let her, give her some credibility and let her in to check on Floyd. They don't do that. And of course he dies. I think Thao should go down as aiding and abetting a homicide. Some may disagree with me on that, but you make your own decision on that. Watch the clips in the interview here. Yeah, I get that it's not a whole lot, but based on all the things that we've seen in totality so far, somebody's calling. We'll see if this guy gets charged or not and convicted.
It was kind of a somber moment, especially for me. My heart kind of sank.
This morning, newly released video shows what former Minneapolis police officer Thao thought when he learned George Floyd died, and what Thao says he could have done differently.
I guess it would be, more observant towards Floyd.
This footage, part of Thao's 1 hour and 40-minute interview with investigators. Thao explains how Officer Derek Chauvin got control over George Floyd.
I believe it's a lefty.
Have you seen that or used a maneuver similar to that?
No.
The interview's release comes a day after Thao's body camera was filed in court. Video his lawyers believe helps prove he shouldn't face criminal charges, including aiding and abetting second-degree murder in the killing of George Floyd. Thao trying to control the growing crowd as other officers restrained Floyd until he lost consciousness and later died. At one point, Thao confronts this woman in the black sweatshirt. She identified herself as an off-duty firefighter.
They're killing him, but yet he tries to prevent her from giving any kind of aid to George Floyd.
Yeah, they're saying, get off him, get off his neck, look at him.
Suggesting what?
Check on him. Yeah.
Check on him? Did you do that?
That was not my job.